LPNs do not have the same nursing education as an RN. That is a correct statement. And I did learn that when I became an RN. You know, LPNs do a lot of the same things that RNs do in long-term care facilities. There's not a giant distinction between an LPN and an RN. But there is a distinction, which I learned after becoming an RN and going through the program. But when I worked in long-term care alongside RNs, and there were LPNs in management positions who were in charge of me, it just really didn't seem like there was a big delineation of responsibilities in long-term care. Clearly, in a hospital setting, you're going to see some big differences between what LPNs and what RNs can do. But in a long-term care setting where I spent a large majority of my career, LPNs and RNs did very many of the same job functions, you know, and we were in the trenches together. And so I have always had great respect, because I was an LPN for 11 years. I have always had great respect for both RNs and LPNs, and certainly CNAs. I think every team member has a critical role to play in healthcare. Every person is a tool in the toolbox for the patient. You can't just all be the same tool, right? You have a toolbox. Someone told me this analogy one time, and it just sticks in my brain because it makes perfect sense to me. If you're doing a job, you can't use one tool generally to do that job. You need multiple tools to complete a project. And it is the same way in healthcare. You need multiple disciplines. And so my time as an LPN is something that I greatly am thankful that I did. And I will never forget how accomplished I felt when I did complete that. I don't know if it's still possible. I think there are still programs where there is a stopping point at LPN where you can kind of take a break. My recommendation, though, even though I had 11 years of experience as an LPN, is that if you intend to be an RN, you should just go for it. Go for it. Don't stop. Keep going, because sometimes when you stop school, it's hard to go back. So I say, if you want to be an LPN and that is the point where you want to stop, welcome aboard, baby. Come on, join the team. But if you want to be an RN, I say, go for it. Go all the way right now. Don't stop.